So, what is your definition of a healthy masculinity?
Well, we hear too much about toxic masculinity. 20 years ago, what we're calling toxic masculinity today was simply called masculinity. And so healthy masculinity is listening, being respectful, being open, being completely honest, no lies by omission, recognizing that everything you do and say you're going to be held accountable for at some point, and recognizing that as men we do not have a right to be dominant and to ask the women in our lives to be in any way subservient.
And one of the very last questions I have for you is, do you feel that the book is as useful to women as it is to men?
Well, ironically, my book has been read, about 80% of the readers of The Future of Men have been women. And while it's really written for men and especially young men, the reality is women, especially mothers of sons who they're concerned about, have found it very, very helpful to help them understand their sons, understand and relate more to the realities that their sons are confronting.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, that actually, for the most part, completes my questions in regard to The Future of Men and the BMC. Some of the other questions you had are actually already answered with your other responses. The very last question I had was what you hope to accomplish outside of, your speaking engagements, because you're a very accomplished author and cultural visionary. So I was wanting to know, what other goals do you have set ahead for yourself?
Communications is such an important part of healthy masculinity. The ability to understand, get in touch with our feelings. Men are often, we repress our feelings, and we've never learned emotional intelligence. Women have grown up learning, it's okay to cry. Men, it's not okay to cry. Yeah, what do we say when a guy is being a little too emotional? We say, what are you, a girl? Yeah. Well, emotional intelligence is the most powerful force for the future of healthy relationships, business success, overall success in life, emotional intelligence. So the future I'm looking at for myself is to really focus in on emotional intelligence and help to develop guides for young men in general, to get more in touch with their own emotions, to be emotionally prepared for the future, and to learn and gain emotional intelligence. So I think that may be my next book, Learning Emotional Intelligence.
Okay, there we go. That's the point I was hoping to get to, what your next book might be. So that is very good.